Before watching this video, please subscribe this channel and click on bell icon to get the notifications for the upcoming classes.
Now we discuss about the reflection of light. The weightage of reflection of light in PolySet 2 is 4 marks. First, the light exhibits the basic properties here. One is rectilinear property. Second one, reflection property. Third one, refraction property. Fourth one, interference property. Fifth one, polarization property. Sixth one, diffraction property. Rectilinear property means a straight line always travels in straight line path. The second property is reflection of light. Reflection of light, that means a plane surface separating the two different mediums. Okay, another medium is abstract by coating some layer, silver oxide type. Whenever the light incident on the plane, it will be traveled in the same medium and reflect back, is called as a reflection property. In this reflection, the angle of refractions and angle of incidence can be measured by with respect to the normal drawn at point of incidence. This is a point of incidence O. It is incident ray. This is reflected ray. The angle made by the incident ray with normal is called incident angle, denoted by I. The angle made by the reflected ray with a normal is called reflected angle of reflection. Whenever the light undergoes in the same medium after the reflection is called as a reflection of the light. Here for few laws of reflection. First one, the angle of incidence is always equals to the angle of reflection. The angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Second law, the incident ray drawn a normal at point of incidence and reflected ray should be in the same plane. This is a plane. The incident ray drawn a normal at point of incidence and reflected ray should be in the same plane. This is second law. Laws of reflection once again. The angle of incident angle must be equivalent to the reflected angle. Second law. Incident ray normal drawn at point of incidence and reflected ray should be in the same plane. The property of reflection and refraction can be taken by the Fermat principle. Fermat principle. What is Fermat principle? Light always selects the path that have to travel in least distance in least travel. Okay, light has to select the path that always travels in least distance in least time. Okay, this is called as a Fermat principle. Next one, reflection by the plane surfaces. Reflection by plane surfaces. Okay, the properties of image formed by the reflection on plane surfaces. 1 hour. When the object is moves away from the plane surface, reflected surface, the image size will be decreases. Object is moves away from the reflected surfaces, the image size will be gradually decreases. Second one, it possesses the reflection by the plane surface possesses the lateral inversion. That means light left is converted as right and right is converted as left. It is called as a lateral inversion. Lateral inversion. The reflection by the plane surface, the image properties are whenever the object is moves away from the reflected surface, the size of image was decreases. Second one, the image always possesses lateral inversion. The image always possesses lateral inversion. reflection by the curved surfaces. Next concept is reflection by the curved surfaces. Reflection by the curved surface. First of all, this is a curved surface. This curved surface, outer part is coated with some material, is called as a concave mirror. This is a curved surface. Inner part is coated with some material, curved part. This is called as a convex mirror. This is called as concave mirror. Okay, this is a curved part. The convex mirrors or curved mirrors, they are the part of a sphere. Those are used to form a sphere. This is a concave mirror. You have to complete this. A sphere was formed. You have to complete this. A sphere was formed like this. Okay, the center of the sphere, where mirror as a part of the sphere is called center of curvature. C means center of curvature. Okay, concave mirror or convex mirrors are curved surfaces which are used to complete the sphere. Okay, center of a sphere where the mirror as a part of the sphere is called as center of curvature. Second one. The radius of the sphere, this is radius. The radius of the sphere where the mirror as a part of the sphere is called radius of curvature. Radius of curvature. Radius of curvature. The middle point or midpoint of the mirror is called as a pole, denoted by P. The midpoint of the mirror is called as a pole. The midpoint of the mirror is called as a pole. This is a midpoint pole. This is a center of curvature C. This is a radius of curvature. When the parallel light rays are incident on the concave mirror, they are converges by the reflection at particular point. That point is called as a foci or focal point. A point where the parallel light rays are converged by the reflection of mirror is called as a foci or focal point. Like this. A point where the parallel light rays are converged by the reflection of mirrors is called as a foci or focal length. Foci or focal length. The distance from the pole to focus or foci is called as a focal length, denoted by F is equal to PF. That is distance between pole to foci is focal length. The distance from the pole to center of curvature is called as a radius of curvature. The radius of curvature. This is radius of curvature. This is focal length. The radius of curvature always double of the focal length. The radius of curvature is always double of the focal length. Okay, this is a mirror. This is a pole. A line passing through the pole of the mirror is called as a principal axis. principal axis. A line passing through the pole of the mirror is called as principal axis. Okay, the light rays, the parallel beam of light rays passing nearer to the principal axis are called as paraxial rays. Paraxial rays. The light rays passing nearer to the principal focus is called as paraxial rays. The light rays pass away from the principal axis are called as marginal rays. Marginal rays. The light rays passes near to the principal axis are called paraxial rays. The light rays passes far away from the principal axis are called marginal rays. This is a pole. When the object is placed on principal axis at certain distance, that is, the image was formed at particular point on the principal axis. One is the object distance, second one is the image distance. This is the focal length. The mirror formula is 1 by f is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v, where f is the focal length, u is the object distance, v is the image distance. The mirror formula is 1 by f is equals to 1 by u plus 1 by v, where f is focal length, u is object distance, v is image distance. Some sign conventions were followed to find the image distances or object distances and focal lengths, etc. So what are the sign conventions? This is a concave mirror. Let us see. This middle point is called pole. Okay, a line passing through the pole is called principal axis. Okay, the center of the sphere where the mirror is taken as a part of the sphere is called center of curvature. The distance from the pole to center of curvature is called radius of curvature. The midpoint of radius of curvature is a foci or focal point. Okay. First sign conventions. All the distances are measured from the pole of the mirror. Distances measured from pole of mirror. Second one. If you measured in the direction of incident light are taken to be positive, in the opposite to the direction of light are taken to be negative. Third sign convention. The heights measured from principal axis in vertical, that is upwards, are always taken as positive. In vertically downwards are always taken as a negative. There are three sign conventions. You have to follow the find the image distance or object distance or image size or object size, etc. First sign convention. All the distances are measured from the pole of the mirror. The second sign convention is all the distances are measured in the direction of incident light are taken as positive, and opposite to the direction of incident light are taken to be negative. The third sign convention, all the vertical height from the principal focus are taken to be positive and vertically downwards are taken to be negative. Okay, explain the formation of images in concave mirrors.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe this channel and click on bell icon to get the notifications for the upcoming classes. And share this